I'm going to do some scene reads from The Bones of Wrath Haunted, which is available as an ebook, but also in 2-bone Anthology 2, out under my middle grade name of TK Wrathbone. Here we go with the first one. It's from The House. I've written so many I can't remember. Damo didn't get the chance to go back and check the house out for another week when we were all back at his house playing cricket and got booted out to go down the road to the Oval again. Curiosity was getting the better of all of us, and we stopped in front of the lot 666, and stared, astounded, gobsmacked, confused. A first, second, and part of a third story now stood in place. But, Damo frowned, those extra floors were not there when we explored it, Tyler piped up. But it was, Damo added, not even a bottom floor, Jessie finished. And now, Damo muttered, built, Tony replied. A bone-cold chill ran down my spine. Guys, this is weird, I wiped my mouth. And creepy. Cool, Damo cried. Let's check it out. And once again he ran towards the now existing house and was on the porch before any of us could move. Ah, geez, not again, Jessie muttered. He's going to be the death of us. Don't even say that, I snapped. Something must be going on. Maybe relatives are rebuilding it, putting it back together. If that's the case, they really know how to match up old wood. Ah! The sound echoed through the house, wafted down the path and wandered into our ears. Damo, we yelled and bolted up the path, across the porch and through the now double-hanging doors that were in pristine condition. We skidded to a halt in the enclosed hallway. There were walls and floors and a ceiling of old grey wood. We saw old pitch frame stains on the walls and wear and tear from not being covered in rugs. Ah! The sound reverberated down the stairs. Stairs we bolted up as one. We skidded to a halt on the third floor. Damo, I yelled. Where are you? Ah! Here! We headed across the space to our right, shifting through mounds of leaves and branches. I glanced up. There was no roof, and the walls were barely waist high. Unfinished, broken, raggedy. Trees towered over those half-built walls, rubbing against one another, creaking, groaning, and making all kinds of weird noises. I shivered in the cold. We found Damo under a pile of leaves and branches, blood running from a cut on his leg. What happened to you? Tyler asked as we cleared the debris away. I was running floor to floor when all of a sudden a branch came up through the floor and grabbed my foot. I fell and yelled out, he blubbered. Tears had welled in his eyes, but he was trying to be a manly 13-year-old and not shed them. It came up through the floor? I raised a row at him. You sure? This place is covered in branches and dead leaves. Well, it wasn't when I came up here. He wiped his face. The floor was empty and bare. There was nothing. No leaves, no branches, nothing. Then all of a sudden, out of the floor came the branch, like a claw. He demonstrated with his hand in a claw shape. And it grabbed me and dragged me down, tried to drag me through the floor, but I kicked at it and it let go. And then you guys came in and it stopped. Sure, Damo, Mark said. Your leg's bleeding. We'd better get you home. He wrapped a bandana around Damo's leg. I'm telling you guys, it came up out of the floor and bang. We spun around with wide eyes and even wider mouths. Bang. What the? Damo whispered as we all huddled on the floor around him. Bang. Let's get out of here, Tyler cried. We grabbed Damo and moved for the door, the stairs, the ground floor, the front door, and finally the road. We stopped and turned to look. The front door slammed shut with a resounding bang. Now I'm going to do a scene read from Sister Madly. Jessica, Jessica, why won't you come and play with me? Silence. Jessica, Jessica, come and play with me. We'll have fun. Silence. Jessica, it snapped, wake up and have fun with me. Ugh, I finally mumbled. Go away. Sick. No, you're not. Now get up and play with me. I felt myself rise from the bed and stand still for a moment before wafting through the door. I had no control. It felt weird. I felt like rubber, empty rubber, with no control over my movements. Go downstairs, Jessica, into the kitchen, and we'll play. I moved into the hallway and down the stairs, through the lounge, the dining, and into the kitchen. I had no idea why I was there or what I was doing. Go over to the cutlery drawer, Jessica. I moved to the drawers in the bench. Now open the top drawer. I slid the drawer open and take out the biggest knife you can find and hold it up. I rummaged around for the biggest knife I could find and pulled it out, holding it up for the light to glint off its smooth, shiny surface. Now I want you to... Jessica! I jumped at the loud intrusion, dropped the knife and spun around. What? What? My mother was standing there in her pink dressing gown. What were you doing with that knife? She demanded. Huh? I shook my head. I was so foggy and confused. Huh? What knife? The one at your feet. Her stern look mirrored her sharp words. I looked down and saw the biggest knife in the drawer lying at my feet. Think, Jessica, think. I gulped and tried to think of an excuse. My stomach growled. Was going to make something to eat? I'm hungry. I avoided my mother's glare by bending down to grab the knife, only to be met with severe pain when I grabbed at. Oh, the wind went out of me and I stood. I threw the knife back in the drawer and slammed it shut. I didn't eat dinner, remember? I'm hungry and was going to make something to eat. My mother softened. Of course you didn't. Sit down and I'll make you something. I sat and watched her flit around the kitchen, making me a roast beef sandwich. How's your stomach pain? You grabbed at it when you bent over. She slapped the top slice onto the beef, cheese and lettuce. Sore, I said, accepting the sandwich and glass of juice. She got more pills from the first aid cabinet. I made an appointment to see Dr. Healthberger after school. It was the only time I could get you in. So we'll see if it's your appendix or not. I groaned around a bite of food. I'll be in pain all day. I'll let the nurse know about it, so if you need any painkillers, she can administer them. Meanwhile, if you're finished, we'll get you back to bed for some sleep. The Bones of Wrath Haunted, out now as an ebook and also in 2-bone Anthology 2, out under my middle grade name of TK Wrathbone, as a paperback large print, trade paperback, case laminate hardcover, and dust jacket hardcover at all good online bookstores.